Alright, so we're back with another tutorial by a beginner for beginners. Today I want to talk about recoveries, and that's about it. Pretty simple topic, but there is a lot to learn. So yeah, let's just get straight to it. If you guys like the video, leave a like, subscribe, and if you guys would like more of these videos in some different topics, just comment and I'll try my best to get them done. Alright, so recoveries. When I'm talking about recoveries, I am thinking about making sure you can be in any position of the field and make sure that you are able to get to any other place on the field as soon as possible. So if you're backwards, you want to make sure you can get back to your back corner as soon as possible. And for that, you might want to do something like that, which is called a half flip. I will be covering that in this video, so let's just get straight to it. I'm gonna cover 3 different topics. I want to talk about landing on your wheels. I want to talk about half flips and wave dashes. That's all I am going to be covering in this video because that's really how simple recoveries are. Just those 3 things, if you can perfect them, you're gonna be doing really, really great. So first is making sure that you are landing on your wheels. When I talk about landing on your wheels, it could really be in any situation. If it's on the wall that you're jumping onto, if you're jumping onto the ground, even if you're going up to the ceiling, you want to make sure you're just landing on your wheels and again on your wheels when you come back down. The only thing you really need to learn for this method of recovering is your free air roll. That's going to be your most useful, because that way if I'm on this wall, I'm using my free air roll and I'm landing back on my wheels when I jump off. As you guys can see in the overlay, my free air roll is on L1. I jump off the wall, hold it, and tilt my left joystick left so my car lands back on its wheels. That's really all you have to kind of go through with recovering. Just make sure when you're flying up to the ceiling, you land on your wheels and then back down to the ground again on your wheels. And that's really how simple it is. A way to train this, if you kind of run into any wall, or even if you go into the ceiling as fast as you can, all you're gonna do is work on landing back on your wheels when it kind of hits you down in an awkward situation. Or you could say, if you kind of launch the ball up, say you go for an aerial, it doesn't really matter if you hit it or not, make sure when you come back down from the aerial, you are back on your wheels. But that's about it for that portion. You are just simply making sure you're using your air roll and you're making sure every time you're hitting a surface on the map, you are on your wheels. Alright, so the next mechanic I want to teach is half flips. So half flips are honestly one of the most useful mechanics in the whole game, just because there's always going to be a time where you're going to need it. Half flips are useful for when you're, say, driving backwards to the ball, but you need to get turned around as soon as possible. So let's think of how fast it takes me to turn around by not doing a half flip. So I'm driving backwards, I realize I need to turn around, I'm doing this whole 3-point turn. Nobody wants to be doing that, especially not when a ball is flying towards your net. So now if I go do a half flip to turn around, I'm already facing frontwards within an instant. So the only things you're gonna need binded to your controller for this mechanic is a air roll left or right, so any of your directional air rolls. It doesn't matter what you use, just whatever is more comfortable. So here you go, I have both of them binded. Most of the time I'm using air roll left, but that's not too important. So the first concept you need to understand for this is flip cancels. So when I'm going to do a half flip, I'm doing a back flip and then canceling the flip before my car does that full rotation. That way I land on the hood of my car. So that's the first thing you want to learn. For half flips, timing is really important. You don't want to be canceling your flip too fast, and you obviously don't want to cancel it too slow, or your car is going to fully flip around. and then you're just ending up in the same orientation as before instead of being the other direction. So all you're learning is, if you look in the overlay, I'm pulling down to do the backflip, and then when I'm at that part where I want to land on the hood, I'm pulling up. So I'm pulling down and then straight up to make sure my car lands on the hood. And if I do it too fast, I'll show I don't even do the full rotation. I don't even do any rotation. I just land straight back. So there's a little bit of timing involved, but it's not difficult. Again, just takes practice like anything else in this game does. So now, after you get those flip cancels down and you can land on the hood of your car decently consistent, now you're going to add the directional air roll. So by directional air roll, again, I just mean how my square is arrow left or my circle is arrow right. You are just pressing that button down. So the only thing you're adding is when you do that flip cancel. So what I mean when you're pulling up for the back flip cancel, you are going to be holding down your directional arrow. So your backflip, when I push up, I'm pressing square at the exact same time. It's simultaneous. So again, backflip, cancel, and then I'm holding square the same time I'm canceling. It is not all that difficult. In my opinion, the hardest part to get down is the timing for the half flip, but it is fairly simple, and I am positive that you guys are going to be able to get it down in a short amount of time. So again, I'll show it. I'm not going to do the flip cancel here. I'm just going to simply show you what is going to happen to your car when you are holding up and square at the same time. So I'm here with the hood facing. Your car just is going to turn straight. That is all you're doing. But with a half flip and a flip cancel, you do it much faster. Alright, and for the last part of the video, I am going to be going through wave dashes. Wave dashes are great mechanics for saving boost. Most of all, saving boost and being able to kind of move fast while you are low on boost. So, a wave dash, I'll just show you very quickly what it is. It is that right there, where my car is getting that little boost of speed without having to flip and without using any boost. So half flips, all you need to learn how to do is jump, tilt your car a little bit back before you land, and then you're flipping. Essentially, when your bottom two wheels hit the ground is when you're going to be using your frontwards flip. So right here, that's it. That's all the wave dashes. You can get a little bit more fancy with it by doing it sideways and drifting, but again, it is not necessary. That's not what this is about. It is more just kind of for beginners, again, getting around the field as fast as you can. So half flips, you're driving around, and there you go. I'm wave dashing once, and then you flip, and you're basically supersonic. There you go, supersonic, just like that, with no boost involved. Now, some instances where this is going to be very useful is, say, jumping off the wall. So again, in the first portion of this video where I was talking about learning how to use your free air roll, that is very useful for jumping off the wall back onto the ground. So if you are driving up the wall for any reason, you jump back down. When your bottom two wheels touch the ground, you're going to flip forwards. And you just did a wave dash. It's really that simple, but it is so important for getting around the map quickly. And even getting on the wall, you can wave dash as well. But that's really it for wave dashes. Again, ways to train it. You are going around the field, landing on your back two wheels, and then using that flip forwards. You can jump on the wall and off the wall while wave dashing. So you want to go up the wall and down the wall, and you're wave dashing just kind of everywhere. Just keep spamming it just to get that feeling down. And it's really important getting the feeling. A lot of this game is about kind of having it as muscle memory. So just keep going around, jumping around, wave dashing. But yeah, that is about it. That is everything I can teach you about recoveries. I'm sure there's a bit more things I missed, and I will probably make a bunch more revamped and reworked tutorials when I am kind of mastered at them. But that is my beginner's tutorial for all of these recovery mechanics. Again, I really hope this helped those of you that maybe had a hard time understanding some pros. But yeah, that's it for the video. I hope all of you guys enjoyed and learned something from this video. Again, if there's anything else you might want me to cover, just comment and I will most likely be happy to go through it with you. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the video, and yeah, get training.